Hello students of class 8, welcome to your English class today.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so did you all read this story? This is Jody's Fawn
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
of Unit 6 of Honeydew.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, a nice story, right? How this little boy thinks about the fawn that loses his mother, which is killed to save this boy's father of snakebite poison. Yeah, and how he thinks of going and saving that fawn and taking care of that fawn, bringing it home. So nice. Okay, so I'm sure you've also done some of those questions, comprehension, grammar and so on, which is there with the text. Today we'll do some activities on this lesson. Are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, in this story, you have a lot of idiomatic expressions, a lot of idioms. Can anyone tell me what are idioms? Idiomatic expressions, we use them very often. Anyone? Okay. An idiomatic expression is a phrase, or it can even be a sentence, which has a very different meaning. The actual meaning is very different from what is there in the words, the literal meaning of the words. You should never take the idioms, the literal meaning of the idioms, then the sense goes wrong. But there is some other meaning that they convey. And it's actually very difficult to learn all the idioms that are there in a language. We understand them because we keep using them, right? Also, every language has a typical idiom. It's very, very difficult to even translate it. It will lose its meaning. Say, for example, you have, I'm sure you've heard this idiom in English, to kick the bucket. Do you know what it means?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. Or maybe the idiom to turn the tables. Have you heard of this? Now, to turn the tables, do you think it really means really toppling this table?
No.
No, ma'am.
No. So, what do you think is the meaning? Yes.
Ma'am, it could be like your fortune turning around.
Okay. Something else?
Can it be like changing the topic, like turning the table?
Okay. Any
Or-
other guesses?
Or even during a cricket match, the probability of the teams winning.
Right. The whole situation changes. That's what it means by to turn the table. To kick the bucket. Not a very pleasant one, but means somebody has died. Okay. Very different from literally what the phrases mean. So, we should never ever take idioms at their literal meaning. Now, in this particular story, there are plenty of them. Typical English idioms. Okay. So, what I will do is I will give you a list of them. Okay, you can write down quickly the list. I want you to locate these idioms in the text. So, when you locate them, then you will know in the context what they mean, even if they are not common idioms that you use every day. All right. So, you have to locate them and then make them into sentences of your own. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's start. Now, somewhere in the first page, that's page 87, at the bottom of the page, you have this phrase, kept your head. I've already told you where the first one is, kept your head. Right now, just write down the idioms. You can look for them later. The next one, a close shave. The third one, hemmed in. The fourth one, not be gone long. The fifth one, every which way. The next one, gave himself over to. The seventh one, makes a bearing. The last one, I would give you the whole sentence. You will have to put this, use this sentence in a context of another sentence maybe. Nothing in the world comes quite free. Now, if you notice, there are some of them which are very similar to phrasal verbs. Look at this, hemmed in.
Yes, ma'am.
There is a verb and there is a preposition, right? So, it is very similar to phrasal verbs. Yes, even phrasal verbs, some of them are like idioms, like idiomatic expressions. Okay? So, quickly look at, find these words in the text and make one sentence each of your own with these quickly. Try it now.
What does not be gone long mean?
Not be gone long mean you won't take too much time to finish what you are doing. Okay. That is what the mother says, right, there in the text.
I promised my mother I won't be gone. That I wouldn't be gone long.
Correct. Possible.
Ma'am, what about makes a bearing?
Makes a bearing is something acts like a compass. There is this, the pine tree makes a bearing.
Okay.
So, that will help him to keep the direction.
Like a checkpoint.
It's like a, it acts like a compass which will help you to find the direction, to identify direction. That is what it means. Okay, so are you all done?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
All right. Can you tell me one sentence? The first one.
It was a close shave from accident.
It was a close shave from the accident. Okay, that is the second one. Close shave is means, what does it mean then?
Ma'am,
A
quite
very
escape.
narrow escape. Okay, all right. Yes.
She kept her head in the toughest exam.
Kept your head. She kept her head in the toughest exam. What does this mean? What are you wanting to say here?
She kept her.
What does it mean?
cool.
Kept your head.
Ma'am, stay calm in the difficult situation.
Right. So she kept her head even in the toughest exam. So add one word, even. Okay. Yes. You want to say the same thing?
No, ma'am. I just wanted to tell the meaning of the idiom.
Okay. What is your sentence for this this phrase?
The same
Yeah.
idiom.
Yeah.
I had to keep my head when I was the cricket captain last year.
Good. What about yours?
MS Dhoni kept his head during the intense cricket match.
Good. Very good. Okay. What about a close shave? Have you made a sentence with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
ma'am.
What is your sentence?
It was a close shave for me when a dog chased.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Yes.
Siddhant.
The
Same.
doors of the room closed immediately. I entered the room. It was a close shave indeed.
Okay. Yes.
When I was crossing the road, I just missed the truck. That was a close shave.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. The third one, Siddhant. Yes. Hemmed in. Can you give me a sentence with that?
Hemmed in, yeah. Anil's aunt got him hemmed in when she forced him to take another serving of dessert.
Okay. All right. But why hemmed in?
Ma'am, because he couldn't say no to his aunt's offer.
Okay. All right. Yes.
I was hemmed in when my friend asked me to share my favorite chocolate.
Okay. Yes. Your sentence.
When my best friend asked the answer in the exam, I was hemmed in.
I was hemmed in. Okay. Yeah.
I was hemmed in when my cousin called me for shopping.
Okay. All right. The next one. Yeah.
I promised my mother that I will not be gone long when I went to park.
When I went to the park. Okay. Fine. Yes.
I promised my mother that I wouldn't be gone long when I had to go play cricket.
Okay. Yes.
My brother told that not to be gone long when I went to visit some place.
Not to be gone long when I went to visit my friend. Okay. Make those corrections. Yeah.
Mohan had gone long after he had lunch.
Mohan had. Okay. Good. That's fine. Okay. Now the next one. Every which way. Yes.
The sparks of the crackers flew every which way.
Good. Okay.
The bus goes every which way.
Okay. Gave himself over to. Do you have a sentence with that?
I gave myself over to studies.
Oh, very good. Okay.
I gave myself over to music.
Good. Yes.
Siddhant gave himself over to Krishna.
Okay.
During the examinations, Arun gave himself over to science.
Good. Okay. Next one, makes a bearing. What does this mean? Can you tell me?
The factory near my
No,
house.
no, I
makes a
just
bearing.
give me the meaning first.
Mom, the landmark.
Yeah, something that shows you the direction.
Yes.
It's like, in the story you have the pine tree which makes a bearing. So, if you see the pine tree, you cannot, it will be like a compass, okay, this is the direction, the east or west or north or whatever. Yeah. So, can you give me your sentence?
The factory near my house makes a bearing.
Okay, all right, yes.
The vegetable shop makes a bearing for the new visitors to my home.
Okay, yes,
A hospital makes a bearing to my sister's college.
all right,
The barber shop makes a bearing for the visitors who come home.
good, okay. The last one, nothing in the world comes quite free. How many of you have got that? You understand that
Yes, ma'am.
the idiom? Can you tell me what it means?
Yes, ma'am. For example, when you're in a particular situation and then when you have not realized the value of a certain object or a thing, and then when there's a situation when you realize it, that's when someone would tell you that nothing in the world comes free.
Okay, so do you have a sentence for that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
When there was no water in my home, my mother exclaimed, "Nothing in the world comes free."
Okay. Anyone? No? No. You understand this context? See, nothing in the world comes free, meaning things that we actually don't value. We don't care. Get it? For example, we get free air. We don't really pay attention to how much it could cost. Not just in terms of money, but if we did not have that air, which is free for us, right? So, nothing in the world comes free. We might take things for granted in that sense. Okay, so try writing a sentence with that in that context also. Okay, are we done? Shall we move to the next?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, now I have a few words for you from the text again. You have to give me the antonyms for these words. What are antonyms? Opposite words. Synonyms are words which has similar meaning. Synonym, same name. Antonym, opposite name.
Names.
Right? So, you have to give me antonyms. That's easy. That's going to be very easy. You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
just quickly write the words and then we can immediately go on. First one is clear. Quickly write the words. Next one, smart. Anxious. Disappointment. Adjacent. Frantically. The next word, in the text you have this word precariously, but you can write down just the word precarious, that will do. To make it into, to find the antonym of precariously might be a little difficult, so precarious is enough. Okay. The last one, again the word that is there in the text is fumbled, but we will make it into a simpler form. So, take it as to fumble. What would be the opposite of it? Okay. Normally, when we say antonym, we have one word as the opposite of the word that is given. But here you have to fumble, so they will not be again one word. That is why I said the opposite of it. Try quickly, they are easy.
Clear.
And what is the meaning of precarious?
Anybody? Meaning of precarious? Anyone? They are all words from the text. If you find the word in the text, you will be able to understand the meaning in the context. Try.
Cautiously. Cautious, being cautious.
A little cautious, a little doubtful, not very sure. That kind. Okay.
He's anxiously cautious.
Correct. Okay, so you've got it, all
Yes,
of you?
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yeah. So can you tell me what is clear, opposite or antonym of clear?
Obscure.
Obscure. How many of you, all of you have got that?
Yes,
Obscure?
ma'am.
Okay, yes. Next one.
Smart.
Hmm.
Dull.
Okay. Anything else?
Stupid.
Stupid. Okay, as a better one than even dull. Okay. Yeah. Anxious. Yes.
Calm.
Okay. Anything else?
Carefree.
Carefree.
Unconcerned.
Unconcerned. Okay. Because there are other words here actually, the opposite of which is calm. Calm is okay, it's not wrong, but a better one would be unconcerned or maybe carefree. Okay. Yeah.
Disappointment. Happiness.
Okay. Anything else, a better one?
Satisfied.
Satisfaction, disappointment,
And satisfaction.
satisfaction. Okay,
ma'am.
good, fine. Yeah. Adjacent.
Far.
Okay.
Remote.
Remote would be a better one. Okay. Yeah, good. Because adjacent is something very close. Far is again a general word. When you say remote, then it becomes an exact opposite of it. Okay. Yeah, fine, good. Yeah, frantically.
Coolly.
Okay. Anything else?
Calm.
Peacefully.
Peacefully.
Calm.
Okay.
Calmly.
Frantically, calmly.
Calmly.
Okay. Calm would be a more appropriate word for frantic. Okay. Right. All right. Precarious.
Assured. Confident.
Okay. Assured. Certain.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Okay. To some extent. Right. The last one. To fumble.
To stay steady.
To stay steady. To be steady. Good. That's very good. Okay. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will play a word game. Okay. Have you heard of this game called dumb charades?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. I will give you a word. They are all written in this slips of paper. So one person in the team will pick up a chit. Whichever the word is, you have to act that word out, and the other person in the team will have to guess the word. Can we try?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Will you come first?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, come.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Startled.
Startled. Good. Was that the word?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good. Sit down. Come. Yeah.
Ma'am, is it like walking backwards?
No. One more choice. One more turn. Yeah.
Sidle back?
Yes, settle back. Right. Okay. Who will try next?
Ma'am.
Okay. Come. Try. Pick up a chit.
Scared. No.
Okay. Try once more. One more try.
Wondered. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. Will you try?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Come. Pick your chit.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
is it tensed?
Okay. Give it another try. Yeah.
Ma'am, is it anxious?
Yes. Anxious. Good. That's good. All right. I think we have time for one last activity. Okay. Shall we go over to that?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Now, in this story, we find there's this little boy who goes out to search for the fawn, and from the description, we find that he actually goes into a small little forest, part of which he goes alone. He doesn't want the other person to be with him when he actually meets the fawn, or even if he misses to meet the fawn, right? So, he goes on his own and it is not been very easy. Especially after he finds the fawn, the way he brings the fawn back is even more difficult. Okay. Now, can you think of some such situation that you got into sometime? Recall a kind of an adventure that you had. Maybe you went with your friends or your family to some place and you accidentally got lost, and then how you found your way back. Or sometimes it happens that you are going with all other people, but you just want to venture out a little more on your own and see something else and come back. Did you ever have such situations? Think of one quickly, and each one of you will have to tell your own story very much in brief. Just about 5-6 sentences you have to have your story. Okay? Think. You can just write just the points. You don't have to write the whole story down out. Okay? Okay, so are you done? Are you ready with your stories?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Can you tell me yours?
When me and my family went to exhibition, I was standing in one of the shops seeing something. My family left me and went ahead, so I was searching for them. After walking past some of the shops, fortunately I found them again.
Okay, all right. But what happened to you when you were actually searching for them? Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am, I was like tensed.
You were tensed. Okay. Okay, fine. Yes, your story.
Mom, when we are in second standard, we had went to zoo. Then I, Pragna and Smaran and two of our friends get lost over there. And we searched for our group members, but we could not find them. Then again we started seeing animals over there. And finally sir came and found us.
Oh, sir came and found you. Very good. Okay, fine. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. This happened a few years ago when I was in 5th grade. I was 9 years old, and my grandfather had come down from Bangalore to visit us for some time, and we were actually sending him off that day, and we were sending him off, and everyone were wishing him luck for a good journey back to Bangalore. But I was actually attracted to one of the toy shops in the railway station, and I immediately ran towards the toy shop without thinking of my family and without thinking that I have money to buy the toys. But then when I reached the toy shop, I finally realized that I didn't have any money to buy my toys, and also I couldn't find my family members anywhere. And so immediately I was extremely tensed, and then there was something that went through my body. But then my mother always keeps a slip in my pocket, in my pant pocket, where her number is there. So I asked the shopkeeper nearby, and then I had to call my parents and I had to come in.
Okay, good. All right. Yes.
Yes, I was 3 years old when this happened. I and my dad were at a supermarket.
My dad and I were in the supermarket.
Usually at the billing section, there are a lot of chocolates. You know, these supermarket people keep chocolates and other sort of other stuff like bread or something to attract the customers. And then I was looking at those chocolates and I was asking my dad to buy me those chocolates. Like I was 3 years old, and then my dad told, no, you will get cavities, you're not supposed to have chocolates. And then once the billing was done, he went away, but then I stood there like looking at the chocolates. This flavor is nice and that flavor is nice. And then what happened is I also eventually came out of the shop, and then I didn't find my father. So luckily there were there was a couple, and like I had my house's address by heart, like I knew the address. So when they asked me what happened, I was crying, of course. So they dropped me off to my house. It was pretty nearby. So like all my parents were shocked, but then when they saw me, they were happy once again.
Okay, good. So that's nice adventure. So we are done with the activities for today's class. Did you enjoy the activities?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So do you remember what all did we do? We had the idioms and we made sentences with the idioms. We had antonyms. Then we had a little bit of acting out a word and you had to guess the word. That's called a dumb charades, a game. And then we had this storytelling. Okay, that's all for today. See you next time. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank
you,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you.